Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Theta. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Taking a look at the daily chart. So Theta broke out of this channel down pattern finally. This is a very similar or a very popular pattern we see across the board for altcoins. We're finally breaking out of this massive downtrend that we have been in since March 2024. Since that local top, we dropped down approximately 76.7%. And then from that low, we already went up 84%. So we did bounce off this level over here recently in November, and that was at $1.02. Really good entry point. We've had these support levels set up earlier, I believe on either one of the previous live streams or during the previous Theta update. So these support trend lines here, I'm going to change their color to green. So this one is based on the low from January 2024, and we also retested that back in February 2024. That's sitting at 94 cents, and then we have this local top from November 2023, and we just bounced off of that level again here. We had a wick below it back in August, and now we had a more of a proper retest right now in November. From there we saw a pretty significant pump, like I said, around 84%. So actually it wasn't 84. 84 was from that wick in August. From this low in November, we went up approximately 65%. So what Theta needs to do here is we need to continue breaking these local resistance levels. So the first one obviously would be over here, and we haven't broken below that one yet. That's sitting at $1.53. We just rejected it here in November. We had another rejection off of it back in July, and then actually twice in July. So it's a pretty important level for us to break. We had a little bit of a fake out here, but then we dumped. So we want to break above that level. And let's apply a quick Fibonacci retracement on this small fractal from the bottom in November to the local top in September. So we retraced back to the first fib. Now we're coming back down, and we want to hold the golden ratio at 0.618. That's sitting at $1.32. That's very close to where the 20 EMA is on the daily, and we have the 0.5 right below that. So essentially this area over here we want to be holding, and this will be a very good sign for the continuation of this trend, because whenever you have a move to the upside and then you come back down and retest the golden ratio and you bounce from there, that's usually a healthy sign of an uptrend. And then the technical target on this fractal is going to be $2 for Theta, and this is only after we break above $1.56. That's the first fib here. That's the local top essentially. That also lines up, let's see what it lines up with. It kind of almost lines up here with the local top from June 2024, but not really. But it's in that ballpark. And then breaking the March top is going to be a very, very bullish indicator. So once we're able to do that, we can officially say that Theta is, continuing its bull market. But so far so good. We have printed a higher low, which is good. We have our high here. The next high has to be going above the previous one in order to continue this uptrend. If you're looking to get into Theta, I would say right now you still have a pretty good opportunity to buy below $1.50. Of course, during the bear market, you had a much better opportunity. On the RSI, we did get overbought just briefly, but we are making our way back down here. So I would say you can target this lower area. Let me try to get a fib for you. So this lower area is very popular for bounces over the past few months. So we had a bounce in August, a few bounces in September, another one in October, and then again in October, and then once again in October here. And then we briefly dropped below in November, and we had a massive pump. So it's possible we're going to come back down to that green area before we have another move to the upside, and that is going to be sitting at 40 on the RSI. And that's pretty much it for the daily chart. You can target the 20 MA for entries, and you know, we're retracing, so you want to be buying these retracements. You don't want to be buying the local tops or the pumps. Let's switch over to the weekly. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, what we have done right now is we printed our wave 2 bottom, and right now we're starting our wave 3, hopefully. So this wave 3 is the biggest wave of the Elliott wave count, and we expect it to be very bullish, but of course we have to always manage our expectations, especially with coins like Theta. It has been around for a while, right? Since February, January 2018. So technically it did kind of go through a full cycle before, and it's going through its second cycle right now. The entire circulating supply is out, or sorry, the entire total supply is out in circulation, so there won't be much token dilution. That's really good for the token holders. If we take a look at this falling wedge pattern, we're gonna be looking at a breakout, and the first target would be $2.73. That is the 0.5 on this larger Fibonacci retracement, and it's set up from the bear market bottom in September 2023 all the way up to the bull market top in March 2021. And then you're looking at a target at $30 as your 1.272. I would be more conservative at the moment. We want to break above the golden ratio before we can start targeting the previous all-time high at the very least. And that means we have to break past $4, because back in 2022, we were rejected from the golden ratio, which was our support previously in 2021. So we got rejected from there twice, crash, then we come back up, we have a retest of that exact same area, then we have a retracement back down, falling wedge, reversal pattern, and this breakout hopefully should push us above the golden ratio. Now, if for the third time or the fourth time we fail to break above the golden ratio, and once again we get a rejection while the entire market is pumping, that could be a worrying sign for Theta holders, but I don't see that happening at the moment as the chart is looking relatively healthy, although we are still down 91% from the previous all-time high. So that is a bit of a concern if you're expecting prices like $20 to $30. We do want to see bullish momentum going forward, especially considering the fact that Theta could be prescribed to that AI niche, right? And once we have an AI pump, we could have a pump for Theta. I do believe Theta is in that AI narrative in terms of the tags on CoinMarketCap. We can double check that over here. So yeah, AI and big data, you can see. So it's going to be pumping when the AI narrative comes back. And yeah, that should be really good time for all of the AI narrative. And then we're looking at the MACD. We just had a bullish cross here. The last time we had a bullish cross was back in September 2023, and that of course kicked off this uptrend that concluded in March earlier this year. And the RSI, as you can see, got very overextended, and we're going to be expecting something very similar by the end of this bull market. The RSI is going to be going way past 70, and we could have even a major bearish divergence where the RSI is going to print a lower high while the price action is going to print a higher high, and that will be a bearish divergence, aka a signal to sell, a major signal to sell. So keep in mind all of that. And of course you have this support block that we haven't retested yet. I was expecting a retest after this correction. We didn't drop down to that level, but we still could, right? Anything can happen in these markets. We still could drop. We're printing a bit of a bullish divergence, I want to say here. The price action is printing a lower low while the RSI is printing a higher low. So this could be a little sign that we might have a small pump at our disposal here. So let me know, what are your thoughts on Theta? Let me know if you bought in already. Thank you all for watching this video. Stay safe and take care.